and welcome to my big ol' Christmas manga unboxing. So early in November, we did a buy with me stream where, as like a Black Friday kind of deal, using my code on SciFier would give you 10% off. Thank you so much, SciFier. We did a bunch of giveaways. We had just a great old time. If you're interested in catching the live stream, it is still up. Now that order did contain a bunch of stuff that Ben offered to pay for as my Christmas present, and this also has stuff in that I've bought for Ben for Christmas, like some light novels and stuff. So this is what I'm going to consider my Christmas haul. I may have also possibly done a small follow-up order of a couple of books that I'd forgotten to order, as well as there might be some used stuff in here actually. Now all of these parcels are pre-orders. I did delve a little bit into some pre-orders for December. I don't know which pre-orders they are. We're going to find out together, but we have got a bunch to go through and I have not yet eaten today, so I'm a bit hungry, so we're going to see how we can get through this and see what I have got for Christmas. I kind of fancy starting with a few of the pre-order parcels, so let's go through a bunch of these first. We have first got a bookmark. Ooh, a couple of bookmarks. So we have No Love Zone Volume 2. This I did pre-order. It is a BL from Seven Seas. It is a bit spicy. I actually have been to London over Christmas and I saw this there and I was like, no, it's gotta be good because I know I've ordered this. Oh, do you want to look at my microphone? I've covered it in this like unicorn tinsel and I'm like, it absolutely looks amazing, but every time I move the microphone it makes a rustling noise, so I'm going to swap to the phone one to show you that and then we'll go back to this mic for audio. Next pre-order. I pre-ordered a lot of manhwa, so I am oh, actually, this is not SciFier, this is Blackwell's, this is Tai Chi Volume 3. This is complete. Quite low. I think there's only like one more volume before it's complete, I want to say. It's not going to be very long. Another Eyes Press. Do another pre-order. Some of these have my address on the side of the rippy part, so we're going to cut away for that. We've got, ooh, some more bookmarks. Yes, Perks of Being an S-Class Heroine Volume 3. This has been probably one of my favourite reads of the year, Perks of Being an S-Class Heroine, so I could not wait to get another volume. It is so pretty. The main character is so pretty. Pink hair. I love her. This is a good one. Good isekai with a female lead. Highly recommend. Pre-order, but gotta hide the address. We've got some... Is there bookmarks in there? Yep. What's wrong with Secretary Kim Volume 6? This is the final volume, I believe. I believe it is. I have really enjoyed What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. I'm kind of looking forward to it being complete, because I've not read many complete manhwa. 6 feels short, but actually not many manhwa long yet. We've not had too many longer running ones in English to get an end, I suppose. Just gonna keep going with the pre-orders. If it'll let me in. Oh yes, thank goodness. Solo Leveling Volume 10. Now, SciFier, thank you so much. I discovered that my postman had left one of my parcels in a puddle of water for a couple of days, and I brought it in and it was literally like the parcel fell apart in my hands. I opened it and it was Solo Leveling Volume 10 and I was so bummed. And because it is like properly waterlogged. And I messaged them, I sent pictures, and they just sent me another copy. Thank you so much. So I do still have the waterlogged copy. I didn't know what to do with it, because I was like, I'll wait to see if like they'll send me a replacement. So it's currently just sat in my bath. And Ben's like, why have we just got a volume of Solo Leveling in the bath? And I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. It's wet, it's sodden. And she's like, we should bin it. And I'm like, but I can't bring myself to bin a manhwa volume, even though it's absolutely disgusting and decrepit and wet. So it's just sat in my bath. Thank goodness I take showers. I've loved Solo Leveling. I've been so hyped for another volume. We're making some progress through the pre-orders, not as much as I thought we would have at this point. We do still got the big juicy boxes to go through. We have... Did I pre-order this? I've dropped everything. Yonai Tsukihiko's Happy Hell Volume 1. I thought I'd just thrown this in normally. I'm not sure. No idea about it. It's just a new release, and I thought I'd grab it and try it. We are still making progress. This one feels heavy. Is it a manhwa? Is it an Ice Press? I did pre-order a lot of Ice Press. The Villainess Turns the Hourglass Volume 5. Now this is very, very pretty covers. I love the purple. This is a nice purple. I feel like with this series, I dipped a bit through volumes 2, 3, and a bit of 4, and then the second half of volume 4 like really picked up for me, thank goodness. I do like a good revenge plot, but it was like taking time to get going. I kind of get it now. In hindsight, it's like setting up relationships and the main character between other characters, but still, it took me a bit of time to get into it. And I am looking forward, I'm enjoying it. God. Cross-Dressing Villainess, Cecilia Sylvie Volume 6. This came out about a month ago now, and I knew I'd pre-ordered it. I've seen it in shops from but I'm gonna wait. Excellent, excellent Villainess Isekai. Highly recommend. Does have a matching light novel if you're interested. Look at these two characters. How good do they look? More pre-orders. I think it's gonna be easier to do like all the small bits, and then we'll just dive into the boxes again. Whatever this is, it feels dense. Yep, it is. I've dropped bookmarks everywhere. It is Business Proposal Volume 7, another one that I've just really, really enjoyed. This is now longer than What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, and I do think of them, I think of them as a pair because I read them at a similar time, and they kind of got a very similar premise. Office, hot, rich CEO kind of guy. This is another very nice green colour. Love the colours on some of these manhwa volumes, they're so nice. We are actually working our way down the pile. We've got, after this, one more envelope and then this, beige one. Oh, I'm so shit. Bookmarks everywhere. We've got, ooh, Grand Blue Dreaming 20. It's been a hot minute since I have picked up a Grand Blue Dreaming. Love the series, love the humour. No, it's not for everyone, but it is for me. It was our last pre-order, though the other one, the beige one, might also be a pre-order, not sure. So a benefit of pre-ordering with SciFier is you only pay the shipping once. So that $1.99, you don't have to pay it again for each individual shipment. It was one of the main things that put me off pre-ordering from Forbidden Planet Online anymore, because they would charge you per shipment, and you weren't guaranteed to know when a volume would come out, because yes, it has a release date, but sometimes they get pushed back. So you pre-order and it moves, you're screwed. So yes, I pre-ordered 10 things that'll all come out on this date, but half of them moved to random dates, and then suddenly I'm paying like 5 or 6 different postages. Nah. Though with SciFier you do have to pay up front, is the only thing with pre-orders. When you order, you pay then and there, but yeah, you only have to pay postage once, which I like, and things just appear because you've already paid for it. It's like a present for yourself. Yes! Wet Dream Aquarium. This looks wonderfully degenerate. Wonderful for DGen month. Very excited. When I went to London, they had loads of new plastic wrap series in the BL and DGen section, and I did see this one. I was like, no, I've pre-ordered. I'm gonna wait. I'm so excited. It sounds like beautiful trash, and I can't wait. We'll do this one, and then we're gonna rejig a little bit to get into the boxes. It's a big old one. Is it? Oh gosh, they really wrapped this one up well. We have got the new Aeneid Volume 4. Now, I have not yet read my Volume 3. I do need to get to it. Again for DGen month. I've just not had the chance to sit down and read. It's been horrendously hectic considering I'm on holiday and not working. I feel like I've been more busy almost. It is a very nice purple. I don't think it shows up as well in this lighting because everything in my house is just warm white lighting. And you can see my lampshade giving the light for the video. But it is a very nice purple, I can promise you. Okay, we have 3 boxes left. We're going to do this one first, but I'm going to adjust the setup a little first. Oh my gosh, that took me way too long to find. But let's open this one. It's not got, any fancy SciFier stuff on it. I'm going to guess maybe it's a used one. A big ol' package in this. Let's just rip it. Ooh, this is not the used one. Got some more bookmarks. So we got a volume of 2.5 Dimensional Seduction Volume 10. I think I actually did. I don't think these were in a daily deal. I think I just grabbed, there was a couple of volumes I needed to fill gaps. And 7 Seas, in my experience, tends to be the publisher that is a bit trickier to find volumes of if you leave it a little bit. And I've quite liked this one, so I decided to try and quickly fill those gaps. And also got volume 8 as well. Is this the first one with the guy on the cover? I always love seeing how long it takes for a male lead to appear on the front cover. I think one of the highest ones I've seen is Parallel Paradise, which is 20 volumes for them. It's not even just like the main male character, he's the main character. Trying to just group a couple of series because I know I grabbed a few volumes from a few different series. We got Honey Lemon Soda volumes 5 and 6. It was a very sweet series. I just hadn't rushed to stay up to date. I did grab a couple more. I think this now brings me up to date. I have 1 to 6. Yes, I have 1 to 6. You can see that. Oh my gosh. Also grabbed this Under the Oak Tree, the light novel. Isn't that just so nice? I have been so much more tempted to pick up books this year just because of decorations on the pages. I'm not sure what the word is for it. This is very nice. It's a very nice cover. I really want to try and like present this outwards. The sheen on the silver is nice. I really enjoyed the manhwa of this. So I hear that the light novel gets real steamy, like the scenes that they kind of cut away from in the manhwa, they don't do that in the light novels. Next we got Hakume and Mikochi Volume 7. This was the only one I needed to have a clear run. Every time I'd looked the last few times, it had been a bit more pricey than I wanted to pay, and then this time they had it and it was like 3 for 2 price before using Caketinz for a discount. So I nabbed it to have a clear run. I hear this is a very cute, lovely series. Next we got No Longer Heroine Volume 6 and 7, just like with Honey Lemon Soda, just grabbing a couple more to get myself back up to date with some Yen Press series. And also some of them were like randomly discounted more than a normal Yen Press volume. Like they were like £6 or high £5 and they weren't in the daily deals. Very confused, but that's one of the reasons I decided to jump on them. Oh, I had another Honey Lemon Soda Volume 7. Maybe that'll bring me up to date, unless 8 has just come out very rudely. Mint Chocolate 11, another one, describing to stay up to date. Kakiguri Volume 17. I do like Kakiguri. It is usually a bit pricey for my liking. Anywhere, it's like $14.99 RRP nowadays. Also, we had a big gap between volumes, so I'm kind of forgetting what's happening. So I'm looking forward to having another one. But I think Ben likes this too. Is it Ben? Or someone else I know? I Want to Be a Receptionist in This Magical World Volume 5. This has been a very cute fantasy kind of romance. From where I've gotten to, it hasn't been too romancy yet. It's kind of one-sided, but it's been kind of cute. I've been rather fond of this one. Last couple of volumes in here. We got Black Knight Parade Volumes 3 and 4. I do think Volume 5 might have come out. I'm not sure. But this is a Christmas-themed series. It's kind of a horror, I believe. I didn't find it too horror-y myself, but again, trying to analyse what I think of horror this year. I read Volume 1 last year on Christmas Eve, and it was just the perfect setting. So I've saved my Volume 2, and I've held off buying more until close to Christmas, but it is now very close to Christmas. I'm going to try and read 2, 3, and 4 on Christmas Eve again to get really into that festive spirit. Okay, we're going to do this box now, which might be the pre-owned one then. If I can figure out where I need to go. I think, oh, it's this way around. I was right. Whee! Whee! Okay. Oh my gosh, I hit the tree. Some more bookmarks. Now, I grabbed some right random stuff. Not all manga, if I remember correctly. But let us see. We've got... Oh yes, we've got a manga Shakespeare, Midsummer Night's Dream. This was very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. I mean, I usually pay like £1, £2 each for these. Maybe up to £3 if I'm pushing it. These aren't incredibly popular. They are often pre-owned, second-hand available, so that's where I've been grabbing them. Next, I grabbed this for Ben, The Mighty Nine Origins, Critical Role. Critical Role book, Ben does enjoy Critical Role, and I have been enjoying some of the podcasts when he puts them on in the background. And this was pretty cheap. It is quite thin, but it was very cheap and pre-owned, so I'm not too fussed. This will be a Christmas present for Ben. Right, then we've got some books. Okay, first off we have got Reincarnated as a Sword 8 of the light novel, so this will be a Christmas present for Ben. Doesn't have many of these, I thought he had more, but he really doesn't. Quello Magi, Oracle Magica Volume 2. This is like one of my ongoing puzzles at the moment, trying to collect all the pieces of this. All the different series there are so many, and it's just so much fun finding them. And we have a couple of books. I know, I bought some books. I bought a couple of Disney Twisted Tale books. So we have Fate Changed, which I believe is based on Brave, and Part of Your World, which there is some inkling that makes me think it's based on The Little Mermaid. I have one of these already. I have the Beauty and the Beast one. I haven't read it, but these were legit like £1 after the discount code. They were like £1. And I really have been intrigued in reading some more books recently. I'm trying my best. I've read some on Kindle, and these I think are meant to be like a darker version. What if Ariel had never defeated Ursula? What if the spell the witch gave Merida went wrong? Or different? I'm looking forward. There might be a couple more. I can't remember how many I grabbed. There's a few different covers. I'm trying to get the ones the same, like the matching covers with like the villain in the background and then the princess at the front. Second box. Yes, there are a couple of more. We have Once Upon a Dream, which I assume is Sleeping Beauty, and Almost There, which is Princess and the Frog. These are in really good condition. I think the only, well, there's a bit of a crease on that spine, but I'm not fussed. I think the one that was a bit battered was the Little Mermaid one, but I'm not too fussed. I look forward to having these on my shelves. Need more shelves for like normal books, but all my shelves have manga on. Then we got a couple of volumes of Phantom of the Night. We have volumes 3 and 6. These are about £5 or £6 each, I believe, post discount, which isn't too bad. They are a bit more of a pricier series though, normally. Don't have a pound price, but it's $15. It's probably £15 as well. Then we got another Puella Magi, Magica Magica, The Different Story Volume 3. Another one for my puzzle. And then the final used one we got is Today's Cerberus Volume 2, which is the only one I needed to complete the series. That is, I think, a series complete. And I'm very pleased because it was cheap. All we've got left is this big boy, and it is heavy. Heavy. Oh gosh. Okay, let's get this cut open. Sounds a bit dire saying it like that, doesn't it? Oh, you can see my shadow. Hello. Boop. 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 We've got a big old... Oh my god. We have got all of their bookmarks apparently, including a good few from our bookmark winner. I don't remember there being this many, but we got a fair few to go through. Let's go. I might kneel down a bit. Maybe I'd get a chair. Can I sit down? Oh, this feels like manageable to hold actually. Do I remember what I bought? Do I hell? Okay, on top we have got T-Witch, The Elegant Courtly Life of the T-Witch Volume 1, a volume from Titan Manga. They are printing more and more stuff recently, and they're like cheaper. They're like, yeah, they actually have pounds on the back, $9.99. It is unfortunately, outside of like normal Viz, the cheapest RRP out there, I believe. Interspecies Reviewer Volume 9. These are still painfully thin, but I am so, I was going to say soft. That's not what I mean. I have a soft spot for Interspecies Reviewer, you filthy. Reincarnated Countess is trying to escape from her prince. Volume 1. I have been trying to get loads of these, like, there's been loads of these, like, villainess fantasy, Tokyo Pop series that have popped up recently. They're unfortunately normally really pricey in like Forbidden Planets. These are like £14.99, £14.50, and yeah, it's a normal sized book and it's not that thick, so I get put off buying them. But I'm happy to have it. I have Fangs Volume 1. There might be a Volume 2, I don't remember. I have Fangs Volume 1. I don't remember the last time I've been so coerced into picking up a series before, but here it is. The main reason I've been put off is it just doesn't go down in price. It's always £10, £11, but I bit the bullet because I had so many people saying you need to read it, and I'm worried it's gonna put me off the series. Is it gonna meet my hype? We'll find out. Then we got a Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon. Right, okay. Backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. My trusted companions tried to kill me, but with the gift of unlimited gacha, I made 999 friends and aim for revenge on... How dare they cover the title so I can't read it out and it's not on the spine. Bollocks. Which one is this? Volume 6. This might have been in a Daily D's, I'm not sure. I mean, I like it, but it's trash. But I love the title. God Bless the Mistaken Volume 3. This might be complete of 4, so we still got one more. I really like this. This was like a surprise read for me. I thought this was really lovely, and I loved the whole mechanics. The strangeness behind the anomalies that keep happening across the world. A really nice read. This one's wrapped on its own. Why is this one wrapped on its own? It better be something naughty if it's wrapped on its own. It is something naughty. It is a steamship, a suitable fetish. Why is this not plastic wrapped? Oh gosh, do you think that's why they wrapped it separately? I'm gonna have a little peek. Yeah, I didn't really see anything. I don't know, as a quick glance, it kind of reminded me a bit of like Ladies on Top, where you don't really see much, but it's got kind of an explicit topic, I guess. I wonder if that's gonna be like that. Find out when I read it. Aha, it's like Christmas came early, which kind of is, because this is my Christmas present, and I'll get to open it again when Ben wraps them. Sorry, Ben. He usually, like, Oops, that was a naughty. Oh dear God. Okay, this is what you're allowed to see. This one is called Sticky Lovers. Then we got Tomb Raider King Volume 8, trying to get back up to date with some of my Ice Press. Boys Abyss Volume 5. Volume 6. I hadn't realised I had a gap in the series. I read 2 to 5 like in an evening, and it's definitely a series where you can't look away even though it is not good. It's not nice. It definitely makes me feel down reading it, but I can't stop. I do have 7 as well, so I'm going to read 6 and 7 together. They're a quick read. Finally, we have something for Ben, Legend of the Galactic Heroes Volume 7. This is a 10-volume light novel series that has been really, really wanting to read. I believe most of the volumes are in here. Most. So much fun. We have Usatoki Rhetoric Volume 9. I believe this is close to complete. If it's not 9, it's going to be 10. We're close. I've enjoyed this so far. Whoever Steals This Book Volume 3. This has been pleasant. I believe it is complete at 3, so this is the last volume. I'm not sure I'd recommend it, but it's been pleasant. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, my hotshot disciples are all grown up now and they won't leave me alone. Volume 1. The title this long is obviously going to be my kind of thing, so I'm excited for this. I'm also excited for Colette Decides to Die, Volume 1. This and Red River have been like 2 big hyped up releases of shoujo releases to get a print in some form. Red River a reprint in some form. This one as well. So much hype for this one. It is $13.99 in case you're curious, which isn't bad at all for a big old chunky omni. This is like the kind of price that like steamship titles are. Very, very excited. I've seen lots of good things for this one. Let's keep going! Okay, on top we have Yokai Cats Volume 6. I have also picked up some later volumes from elsewhere. This is an absolute comfort read of mine. I highly recommend if you like cats. It is a bit pricey, so do keep an eye out for decent prices if you do decide to pick it up. The Big Apple Volume 1, another BL manhwa. I've actually seen quite a bit of hype for this one. Lots of people have seemed to enjoy it. Though I've also seen that like it takes a bit to get going and you definitely need to get past Volume 1 to get more into it, which is fine because I just keep reading things regardless. My Dress Up Darling Volume 12. I needed to get this one because she's got a Santa hat on and it is Christmas. I am behind on reading the series though, but I might try and catch up to read the Christmas Santa one. And then we have True Beauty Volume 5, and this one is quite a bit thinner than the past ones. As I've said in a few previous videos, it looks like the people who physically print and publish this has changed to now be Panini, and they seem to be printing them a lot thinner, their webtoon volumes, so I don't think it's necessarily you're having less content. I think they're just printing them differently so it's a tighter bind, which I do prefer. I think webtoons are already a lot taller than any other publisher, so them being less chunky is also welcomed. Which one can I grab? These are... Oh, that is dense! That is dense! Try to not knock the camera and the microphone. And fail. We have another Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This one is Volume 4. Diary of a Female Lead Volume 1. I've seen quite a bit of hype for this one as well on like Instagram in particular, so I look forward to seeing this one. Fangs Volume 2. I knew I picked up at least 2. I'm not sure I grabbed 3. I don't think I did, but I'm fine to wait for Volume 3. Apparently there are big gaps between volumes, so I really probably don't need to rush, I don't believe. Secrets of the Silent Witch Volume 3. A pleasant fantasy series. Nothing to write home about, but it is nice enough. Eden of Witches Volume 1 by Kana, and I don't think I really have any series by Kana, but this has a good old cover on it. That's nice. That's kind of neat. Especially because I don't think it was like a pricey volume. No, it's another $9.99, just like Titan Comics. And lots of witchy series. This, I believe, was in the Daily Deals, Holy Grail of Eris Volume 8. I hadn't realised this was a villainess, so this is definitely one I need to try and jump on and catch up to date with some point in 2025. I believe this was also a Daily Deal, Kimono Jihen Volume 12. I do definitely have a gap in this now. I don't have a clear run to 12. I quite enjoyed what I'd read, but I'm not enough to like rush to stay up to date. This Monster Wants to Eat Me Volume 2. This is like a GL version of Summer Hikaru Died, in my opinion. It was a little bit down for me. I didn't find it as like creepy as Hikaru, but I did find it a bit down. It depends what you're into reading yourself. Then we have How to Build a Dungeon Book, The Demon King Volume 9. It took years to get another volume before we got Volume 8. And I think it's been like only a couple of months now. We've already got Volume 9. Genuinely quite surprised. It is not great. I do not recommend. Do not recommend. This drop down, we have Lonely Castle in the Mirror Volume 1. I believe, if I read correctly, this completes at 5. Having read Volume 1, I really loved it, but I decided to wait to read any more until Volume 5 was out, and I'd read the rest of the series in one go. And I'm very glad I did, because I've seen other people talk about the series and say that there are cliffhangers throughout, and I just want to experience it in one go, especially since it's not a long series. I actually picked up Volume 1 after Christmas. I went to London between Christmas and New Year for a day, and I picked up Volume 1 then, and I read it on the train back, and I quite liked it. It was a nice atmospheric read, so I am looking forward to getting 5. This does like scream Christmas to me because of when I got it. Time for another box, parcel, thing, package. Ah! So we got 7th Fate Shaka Volume 5, staying up to date with this one. Monster and Beast Volume 1. This was in the daily deals, but it's another series I've had quite a few people say that I should try it. Cthulhu Cat Volume 1. Now, interestingly, this is by the same person who did Yokai Cats and also Evil Secret Society of Cats, but it is published by Dark Horse instead of Seven Seas. I wonder if there's like more of an ongoing story, maybe. Kowloon Generic Romance Volume 8. I'm very behind on reading this one. I think part of it is just because it's a mystery, and I do like reading mysteries in one go, and also I'm so very much confused about what is happening in this series so far. It's kind of put me off reading it unless I can read a bunch in one go. Imitation Volume 4. I have been surprised at how much I've kind of enjoyed this series, so excited to have another one. Bloody Sweet Volume 4. This is the final volume in this series. It is complete at 4 volumes. Short and sweet series. It's taken a little bit time for all the volumes to come out, but also I've not stayed up to date. Maybe I'm just behind, never mind. High School Romance with Vampires, but I've not read past Volume 1 yet. Centaurs Volume 2. I haven't read my Volume 1, but DB Otaku has been raving about how much he's loved the series and Volume 1. So I was like, well, I'll grab Volume 2 and then try and read 1 and 2 together. Medalist Volume 4. I've really enjoyed learning about ice skating while reading this. I'm not like an avid ice skater. I really wanted to go over Christmas, but things kind of haven't gone well this month, so I've not really had chance. But I do find it fun. I do find it fun, even if I'm a bit shit. Sheltering Eves Volume 1. Gotta be completely honest. Oh, Creator of Perfect World. Ah, okay. It's One Class Volume 3. Staying up to date with this one. Haven't read my Volume 2 yet, but I do like a good revenge story. Okay, we are making good progress. We have 2 parcels left and then we're done. I'm getting a bit hungry still. 3 more volumes of Legend of the Galactic Heroes, 3, 5, and 6. I do think he is only going to be missing like 1 after everything. Cat Gamer Volume 6. I love Cat Gamer. It's just another comfort read. I love it. I can't believe we've got another one. We had such a big gap again, and then now we've got a load coming at once. I heard somewhere it completed, I think at 8, so we are close. We are close. Takara's Treasure. This is, I think, maybe a one-shot. I was bullied into picking this one up. I hope it's good. Kingdom Hearts 3 Volume 2. This, I think Volume 1 came out like many years ago, and then it took ages for Volume 2, but maybe a part of it is because of licensing, because the Disney rights have now left Yen Press and they are now with Panini Manga Comics, who I believe are the ones also publishing the webtoon ones now. So yeah, if you're wondering about like any like Kingdom Hearts reprints or anything from Yen Press, they don't do them anymore. It'll be Panini. What they choose to do, don't know yet, but it is a bit annoying. I'm going to have Volume 1 of this published by Yen Press and Volume 2 by Panini. And I don't kind of like that, because they're going to be, this is one that I'm half tempted to rebuy Volume 1, but I'm not gonna rush. Oh, I have been excited for this one. I'll become a villainess who goes down in history. Is that the subtitle? It seems turning into a highborn baddie makes the prince all the more love-struck. Volume 1. This just sounds like my kind of villainess. I'm so excited. Somalia and the Forest Spirit Volume 1 by Titan Manga. It just looked cute, and also Titan, as I've said, at $9.99, so a bit more cheaper, and it makes it a bit more palatable to pick up more random volumes. Not that I wouldn't anyway, I pick random volumes up regardless. Another one I'd been really hyped to pick up, The Small Animal-Like Lady is Adored by the Ice Prince, Volume 1. I've just loved my low romance fantasy stuff, and there's been a bunch this year. All the stuff by Tokyo Pop, that kind of thing. I've just loved it. Yes, give me more. Same again. I don't care. I just want more. I love it. Please. Thank you. Last one in this parcel has had an incredible amount of hype for it, and that is Kagurabachi Volume 1. I believe someone said that this started serialization in Japan this year, and the turnaround for it to have an English volume already is kind of crazy. But it is everywhere. I'm seeing promotions everywhere. It seems to be like every manga store I've been to has had like loads of stock of this. It is just crazy. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I need to now read it before I see anything else about it online. Our final parcel in the haul. I did think I'd picked up another My Dress Up Darling to get a clear under 12 so I could get the center one, and I did. I got 11. Blue Lock 15. Still enjoying the really bright, vibrant covers and backs. Bit behind, but I hope to try and binge this one. I think this is a nice binge one. Trillion Game 2, very happy to see this one. Really enjoyed Volume 1, like a lot more than I expected. So very hyped to go into Volume 2. Home Office Romance, this is a one-shot by the creator of Sweat and Soap, and I've again been so excited to read this one. Primarily because both Ben and I work from home, and we even share a room that we work in, and we work at the same company together, and sometimes we're on the same projects together. And I can't wait to read about that kind of thing in a manga and hope it's really sappy and cute and force Ben to read it too. Saying that, Ben really liked Sweat and Soap. I think he liked it more than I did. Overgeared Volume 5, a fun isekai video game, manhwa, been liking it a lot. Uncanny Counter 3, I think 4 might be out, so I might be a bit behind on this one. This is one of the few Ice Press series I'm not sure about, so I'm not going to rush to stay up to date with this one. I'm not sure I'm a fan so far. I'll see with more reading if my mind changes. Past the Monster Meet Milady Volume 6. I'm not sure if I've accidentally made a gap in this. Wait, what is happening there? Oh, that's her back. I thought that was her front. I was like, what is that? Very, very cute fantasy romance. Not high stakes at all so far, but it's been very cute. See You in My 19th Life. Another manhwa I've been enjoying. I mean, which ones well, Uncanny Counter apparently. It's probably easier to name which ones I haven't enjoyed over which ones I do. These are so nice and chunky, and they're nice and colourful, and I've just been rather enjoying this one too. Next we have My Gently Raised Beast Volume 8. We are approaching an end of this. I have not read, I think, Volume 7 yet either, but I believe Volume 9 is the final one, so I'm going to wait for Volume 9 and then read 7, 8 and 9 together. I have rather enjoyed this one. I think I've drooped a little the further in it's gotten, so I'm quite glad to hear that it's going to end quite shortly, and I look forward to see how they wrap it up. Final volume in this parcel and this haul is Dinghai Fusheng Records Volume 1, and this is I believe a manhwa. It is a comic of a Danmei series. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. Another one I was vaguely bullied into picking up. But to be honest, I really don't need much convincing to pick a series up. The only thing that puts me off is like if it's not discounted. I was gonna say if it's cheap, but this one ain't cheap, but it was discounted because it's a big old chunky colour series. But I'm not really interested in like hard out of print series because they're expensive. There's plenty of other stuff I can get to. And then I can just wait and hope they do a reprint of some sort. Anywho, yes. Last pickup, very excited. Lots of people seem very happy about this one. Here it is. Here is my Christmas haul. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I have got some books, got some use, got lots of like Ice Press new releases. So very excited. Actually, I think it was predominantly new releases this haul. Got like Under the Oak Tree, got some light novels for Ben. I need to check my order because I thought there was another light novel, but maybe I'm imagining it and it's actually a previous order. But I am very, very pleased with this one. I'm gonna have Ben come down and like pick out stuff he wants to wrap, or maybe I just get him to wrap all of it for fun. Though he might get a bit mad at me if I ask him to do that because there is a little bit of manga here. I'd like to try and read some of the D-Gen stuff this month if I can. Actually, there's so much stuff I want to read. Actually, I'll keep the Black Knight Parade volumes out so I can read them on Christmas Eve, and then I need to get Ben's light novels wrapped for him as well. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that big ol' unboxing. If you see anything that tickles your fancy, remember you can use code Caketinz on SciFier for 5% off your order. Be sure to check their like daily deals and stuff because they always have fun little things in there that are nicely discounted. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and check out my channel memberships for early access to all of my videos. And join the Dudette Discord server, link found down below. Otherwise, I hope you have the most wonderful day and have the most wonderful Christmas, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!